Last week, Victoria Scarface Woods publicly accused GloRilla of abandoning her family financially. She claims that their mother still works at FedEx.
Shout out to FedEx.
Which, yeah, good benefits.
That's a good job.
I mean, why would you? But she claims she paid $1,800 of her mom's $2,400 rent, and that GloRilla blocked their mom. And then she went to TMZ, presumably for a check, and said GloRilla is obligated to share the wealth. The siblings have accused Scarface of repeatedly robbing the family. And then GloRilla actually on Monday went on, I believe it was Monday, but it was very recent, went on Facebook Live, which y'all talk about Facebook, but the hood is on Facebook.
The hood is on Facebook.
Like, a lot of my high school, they're on Facebook actively. They're not 3 weeks behind the news.
Yes.
They are bringing the news.
Talking about all the MAGA.
Yes, they are airing out their families, their exes, their
arguing,
husbands, their wives.
cussing.
People get shot on Facebook Live. There's a lot happening there. So...
Pure and unadulterated. Every week we got you waiting. Candiace and Michael.
Girls and boys and billy goats.
Days and all them thems.
All of them. All the days and thems. Hello. Welcome to the show. I'm Candiace.
I'm Michael. Hi,
This is
Candiace.
Undomesticated. We are in the studio in person today.
Yes.
Which is always a treat. Love to be sitting across from my co-host.
Same. With this cute bust down.
Let me tell you something, child. I am tired. I am hungover. I slapped this wig on my head. Don't zoom in because my lace is probably throwing up gang signs. This is my makeup from yesterday.
I love that you can just snap that on.
Just pop
I
and do a
can't
little
even get
tack.
it fitted to work on my peanut head.
Oh,
but
we
like,
can get you. Oh, we can get you one. Don't. If there are a lot of peanut head hoes walking around here with good wigs on, we can get you one. Listen, that's the way about
a bar.
Yes.
How are you? How was San Diego?
The Super Bowl was okay. This was my first Super Bowl, and I didn't know.
I said San Diego. Sorry, it was
San
not
Francisco.
It was in San Francisco
Yes,
area.
and
My
I was gonna
bad,
let you
San
say it.
Diego.
Yes, San Francisco.
Shout out to
San
the
Diego.
zoo, though. Yes,
San Francisco. Yes. So I was originally going to do the NBC Super Bowl pregame show on a boat, and we were like going to take the boat out to the Golden Gate Bridge and like do all these different hits, promoting Traitors, House of Villains, all the shows that are like out now on Peacock. And the day before the Super Bowl, or 2 days before, NBC was like, surprise, we got you guys tickets. I was like, I've never been to a Super Bowl. And it's like, I'm not like, clamoring to be watching people run with balls and sweating and stuff. But the Super Bowl is like a social event. It's not, it's like the game is important. If your team is playing, fine. But it's a social event. So of course you want to it's like a bucket list item. I would, for me at least. So I was like, oh, of course I want to go. And so I went. It was myself, Kate Chastain, who's doing House of Villains now. This boy, Johnny, who was on Love Island, who was also doing House of Villains, I think.
Okay. I saw Kyle Cook.
Kyle.
I
love Kyle.
I watched Summer House. I finally got
crazy.
into it.
Yeah, he's fun. Kyle was there from Summer House. They have a new show called In the City.
Yes.
That is coming.
He's aging
soon.
well.
That skin.
Yeah.
He got some black in him.
That's impressive for a white man.
He got some black in him. Yeah, because, his skin, he's like, it's pulled, and I think it's natural. It's not like he got anything done.
It doesn't give done.
He looks good. He has like his hands. What's your skincare routine, Kyle? Call the people. So he was there. I think it was like 5 or 6 of us. So we all got to go to the game. We all kind of spread out. I was sitting with one of our amazing publicists. And so we sat for the first quarter. Then I got up and I ran into Jassy.
Oh, okay. Shout out to
Rideau from
Jazzy.
Potomac, who is a friend of the show.
Yes.
Her husband is a patriot.
I was going to say she is a wag.
She's a wag. Shout out to the wags.
As a wag.
And listen, and she takes pride in her wagism.
She does.
Which I love for her.
Yeah,
yes.
She's cute.
Yeah, I really enjoy Jassy. So Jassy was there. My sister's classmate, Victoria, is also a wag.
Okay.
On the Patriots. And Victoria and Jassy are really good friends. So we all met up right outside the stadium and talked for like an hour, took pictures, laughed, gossiped, people watched. That was fun. We went back and watched the Baboni concert, which I didn't know what the fuck he was saying, and I was crying at the end.
I didn't know what he was saying.
That's how powerful it was.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
It was, and we're gonna talk about that.
Yes.
Soon in a second. But it was cool to kind of see the setup and how quickly they have to come out. And so the people, there were like bushes, but there were people in the bushes. So they're like waddling around.
I noticed that after the fact. Yes.
Yeah, getting in place. So that was cool to watch them set that up. And then after the concert, we was ready to go. So we got up and walked around. We walked around to try to find merch. Couldn't find any. Went to the other side of the stadium, found some merch. Crazy thing, I'm in line checking out with my merch. I look over and Chloe Bailey is looking at me. And I was like, hey! And she was like, you're so pretty. And I was like, me?
Yes. I thought she was in the studio with Timberland.
Was she?
Yeah, lately. Nice to see him working with humans.
I love that.
Yeah.
With humans.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. The people need to be working. Gainful employment. Yes.
Oh, you know what? You and Chloe could be kin.
We could be.
It's her first cousin.
Yeah, she first cousins.
Did a lot of people stop you about Traitors?
Yes.
I would imagine. Okay.
Yes.
Were you surprised?
Yes.
At this point, no.
No, because I was there promoting the show. I feel like people saw me at the pre-show.
And we will get to the episode just for everybody watching. We're just,
yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. She has thoughts.
I have thoughts. There are things to discuss. Yeah. But it was like a pleasant surprise. Like, I forgot this show is really huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge show. And like the fourth season has really exploded in like the greatest way. So it's exciting to be a part of it. But I don't know if Chloe watches Traitors. I think she just liked my wig or something because I had my little blonde, my Flippiana on.
If she hasn't, she must have seen a clip of you online or something from Potomac or
Maybe.
Cussing out somebody on the podcast.
It's possible. Well, hey, Chloe girl, you look so cute. She was just by herself.
Okay.
Buying her stuff, chilling. No, and that's how you could tell we was around a lot of white people because if I was like in a room with Chloe with like other people that knew her, I just feel like people would be like, "Oh my God, it's Chloe."
Yes.
Like, Chloe is like a mega star. Like
Is she short?
She's a little bit taller than me, so yes, she's probably like 5'5".
Okay.
Yeah, but like her face is beautiful skin. Her hair was beautiful. She just looked great, and she was just very low key, just by herself, chilling. So I left her alone. I don't like to bother people for pictures. I would have asked, but I didn't want to bother her. But she was chilling, so I was like, "Oh my God, Chloe thinks I'm pretty. All is well." And then we were walking back to try and find something to do, and we ran into this. What is it called? It's called an anti-stimulation trailer.
Okay.
And it's a company, like a nonprofit called Culture something with a K.
That let me know this was really in California.
Yes.
Okay.
And we went in, and it's like a place to go when you're overstimulated, and it's like black walls with lava lamps and bean chairs and a heater.
Did it work?
And we just sat in there and decompressed until they kicked us out. And then we got up and we left.
They said y'all chill enough, get out?
Yes. We saw Rob Lowe walk by.
Okay.
A girl that looked like Ricky Lake
the Rob
walked by.
We still like.
Yeah, we like that Rob, yes. We don't hate the other Rob either, okay?
No,
y'all need to relax. Y'all are sending the cavalry to get Rob. Leave Rob ass alone, okay? I said it. But no, not that Rob. The Rob that we trust. We trust Rob Lowe. In Rob Lowe, we trust.
Mm-hmm.
He looked good. Because sometimes I feel like on TV, he looks a little too nipped and tucked. But in person, he looked...
It looked settled.
Yeah, it looks... Maybe that was it. It wasn't settled.
Okay.
Yeah, so
They
we saw
make it
him.
when you got the coin.
Yes, and then we walked to the bus and we went back to the hotel. So, and when we left, it was still goose eggs for the Patriots. It was still 0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. That game put me to sleep, and I woke up just in time for Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny! Yes!
Like you, I didn't know what he was saying. As a Texan, maybe I picked up on like 3 words, but that's 3 more than I needed. I love the performance. I thought it was really... I mean, I didn't need to... First, we'll get to that, but I don't need to understand it to appreciate it. It's
Exactly.
not that deep. In the morning when I try to like work, I listen to Brazilian bossa nova. I don't know what the hell they saying either. I don't speak Portuguese. It's fine. I don't even know what Sexy Red saying all the time. Same difference. But no, I liked it. I love the thoughtfulness, the nod to the sugarcane plantations, the electricity poles. Like there was a lot of thought behind it. Yeah, I realize I do know a lot more of his songs than I realized. Like when that usually is the case whenever he's on somewhere. I'm like, oh, I know this. But I like the energy.
I loved it.
I thought that everybody was dancing down. I forgot her
name. The girls in the front they was clapping ass. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
Forgive me for messing up her name. It was like a Black woman choreographer because she also did like Rihanna's and a couple past Super Bowls. So like, shout out to her. We all connected.
Yes.
I love that there was every type of person there, Puerto Rican there. Like that was really thoughtful. I really liked it. It was nice to see. I didn't actually make out Cardi B.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I saw her. I did not see Jessica Alba.
Yeah, I didn't see Jessica.
I didn't see Pedro Pascal. I didn't see him. No. He was there.
And I didn't know after the fact, John Hamm, who's apparently like a huge Bad Bunny fan, was, like,
I didn't know that.
Going off. I also saw him going off to Holiday Inn. Ludacris was performing at one of the school parties, and he literally was like,
John Hamm.
His arms, he was answering, he was going off to Holiday Inn. I was like,
wow.
And he knew the words. I was like, oh,
wow.
Okay. Housewives and Ludacris, Bad Bunny, aficionado.
Interesting. We need to have John Hamm on the podcast. Yeah.
And actually, I love like the America's shout out.
That was beautiful. When they came out with the flags, that's when I started to get a little warm in my chest. I was like, oh, maybe I don't hate America. Like, this is the America that I feel this is the ideal America. Like if America was America-ing the way it's supposed to, this is how it should feel.
And also, actually, I normally am not somebody giving the NFL credit on this type of thing, but I would say even in the first 7 minutes of the actual telecast when they had Green Day doing American Idiot, Coco Jones, beautiful rendition.
Yes. I love the homage to Whitney.
That was a good rendition too. I love Charlie's. But it was, particularly with American Idiot to the Bad Bunny, I'm like, there was more social commentary coming from an NFL production than the Grammys where they were kind of muting, a few nice white people had on there like Ice Out pins. So that was a like surprise. And as far as some of the backlash from the usual suspects, that was expected. Trump, I don't even think he knew what he was watching, even if he watched.
Senile.
Chris Brown's post.
So, okay. I saw him say, it's my turn or something.
No, he said they need me.
They need me.
All right,
what else did he say?
Friends listening. Chris Brown is very talented, and he just sold out a stadium tour. So you can't deny his appeal, his performance, all those things.
Right.
Generally speaking, they need me. Is just because Chris Brown is knocking on 40. He closer to 40 than 30. He's about to be 37, I think, in a few months. I just was like, when do we learn not? How can I put this? Because, nigga, no. That's how I want to put it. Nigga, no.
No.
I actually don't think the NFL will ever ask him.
You think?
I don't think that'll happen.
Why? Because of the DV of it all?
I could be wrong. I just don't see it. I can see him continuing to be like a huge artist that'll be a legacy act that'll probably sell out stadium tours from now until he can't pop lock no more. I could see him even possibly being nominated for Grammy, like that type of thing. not the I don't see certain mainstream platforms extending an invitation to him unless certain antics like the beefs online. Well, that's old too, but just I don't know. I don't see it. I could be wrong.
I feel like
I don't think he would do great if he
would
did
be
it.
amazing. And I could the talent and just the ideas that would come out of his brain for a Super Bowl performance.
But I just think posting it like that is not a great idea.
I mean, he could have said it in a more humble way.
That's
for sure.
what it just comes from arrogance.
Yes.
So it's like the controversy, the arrogance.
Yeah.
The NFL is careful about their
Yes, they are.
Reputation.
Yes.
I imagine a conversation to be held before that. I mean, I'll say Chris Brown will probably be there before Nicki, but that's not saying much. I'll probably be there before Nicki.
No,
performing at halftime.
You will. Yes.
So there's that. But to be fair, Chris Brown's reaction wasn't the most annoying, or even Trump's. It was Jill Zarin from The Housewives of New York. Oh wait, what? The Golden Life on E. So shout out to the. Okay, look, I like old Roni. You can't tell me nothing about old Roni, and I know a lot of them. Used to party with Trump. Probably don't know a lot of us. But when she went on there, it was like, she says, I think they didn't want any white people. Then proceeds to talk about Lady Gaga, who last I heard,
I'm pretty sure she's white.
She's white, big old Italian. I know they didn't used to be considered white, but still white now. Also, Jill, and I'm trying to watch because I'm a man, but you really talking about her face when yours been like snatch back here?
Oh my God.
Also, more than anything, Jill, Sonia Morgan needs this job.
You are taking money out of the Golden Girls' pockets.
Like, Sonia needs this job. Luann don't miss a check.
Yes.
And I wish Luell.
Kelly's not working. Ben Simone.
Not in TV. I know she apparently she killing that real estate, but real estate is not TV.
Oh, very good. I didn't know that.
Ramona was already fired twice for racism.
Ramona needs to go sit down.
This is a I don't know if it's a safe space. Ramona is one of those I won't say racist because racist. She says some racist things, but I can tolerate Ramona because usually it's inadvertent. It's just ignorance. For sure. Like, she's not gonna go on the internet and have a MAGA inspired rant.
Well, I don't think she's that smart either.
Yeah, but like Jill saying like he was touching his G area. First of all, you can't say growing. Is dick a problem? Okay. Then you complain about the white people. It was, first of all, do you need to see white people?
Yes.
Also, it was some white looking Puerto Rican. He had every type of Puerto Rican in there. What are you talking about?
But I think Jill and people like Jill understood the very blatant message. Like, he was almost trolling the whites to be like, ha, ha, bitch, I'm at the Super Bowl and ain't none of y'all up here. Ha, motherfucker, ha. Like, that was clear. And I think they got that message and it bothers them.
Jill is, honestly, that was just so casually racist. Rihanna is not a U.S. citizen. She did fine. Coldplay are not U.S. citizens. She didn't complain. Shakira, like, it's fun. And honestly, what I really feel bad about is Jill has killed another show because when they try to do the original Roni reboot, she messed that up. She messed up some other thing they tried to do, and now they finally got a show on E, which I know people are kicking E when they down because they ain't got but the Kimura show. But to be fair, the Kimura show was great and it did not look cheap.
It did not.
So you could be hopeful about this in theory.
Yes.
However, all I see online is like, fuck them, I'm not watching that.
Yep. Oh, and I knew immediately. People were... So I put out a statement on Twitter, because I don't be even on Twitter anymore, because Twitter is upside down. But I was so irritated that I had to get on Twitter and say, basically, shut up and sit down to all the Jills of the world. And a week or so ago, I guess, when the Roni reboot was first announced, I did like fire emojis on the post. Now, a week later, people are like, you need to delete this. You need to take this down.
Those fires, I think, are burning crosses.
Don't tell me what to do, first of all.
Okay, don't tell her.
Don't tell me what to do. That's number one. Number two, this was a week ago when it was first posted. I have clearly spoken out against Jill and all of her demon seeds, all the people like her. But people are just I knew immediately that the internet was going to be going after them and demanding that the show that hasn't even gotten started yet was going to get cut off.
I saw Sonia Morgan posted, bless her heart. She was like, I have Latin fans, and it was a cover of her on Latina magazine, which I remember exactly. So years ago, she was on the cover of some magazine I never heard of, and we're like, why is this old white woman on Latino magazine and she's not Latina? She posted the old cover. Basically, was like, I'm not racist. I don't got nothing to do with Jill.
Child.
And they were still trying to drag her in the comments, but she tried. So I'll give Sonya an effort for trying because she need that check.
Yes.
But no, the show is already over.
It's so sad. Is there a world where they continue and just leave Jill on the curb?
If I were them, I would leave Jill on the curb.
Yes, they need to come out and do another soft launch without her.
Her daughter posted. She was like, I liked it.
Whose daughter?
Jill's daughter.
Oh,
her daughter was like, Allie was like, don't put me in that.
Oh, yeah, Allie.
Honestly, I don't,
Yes. You know, Jill was supposed to give me a rug because she had like a line of stuff.
She sells nice rugs.
Yes. I never got the rug because I'm
glad you didn't.
I would have had to burn it. But I remember talking to her at like a BravoCon, and her daughter was nice.
She seems lovely.
Yeah.
That's a reflection of her father. May he rest.
May he rest.
But yeah, I love Bad Bunny. It was nice to see Ricky Martin again.
He looked good.
He did. Very nice insight. And honestly, It was a nice nod, both because I know he's a little monster. So to have be able to bring Gaga is dope.
Yes.
And if not for Ricky Martin, who had his own like crossover thing, like Pioneer, and that was nice to actually give that nod to him too.
Yeah.
I loved it. I actually want to go to a Bad Bunny show. I don't have to know what's
It
going
made me
on.
want to like get more into his work, and because I know like 2 songs, and I can't sing the lyrics because I don't speak Spanish, but for like 2 words. But at the end when he had the quote, "The only thing greater than hate
is
love." We were crying. It was so emotional, and it just goes to show just the power of music and art when it's done from the heart and when it's done right.
Oh, and I have to say, like, the little boy sleeping on the seats, and then Benito giving the award to like his
Grammy.
little self.
That was his younger self.
That was very nice.
That got me too. I think I got a little emotional there because the way he was holding it.
I shed an eternal thug tear. Like that was very sweet.
Yes.
And Benito is always nice to look at. So thank you.
He's a very good looking man.
He is.
He's a beauty. He's good skin, good bone structure, good hair texture. He's delicious.
Teach me Spanish.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of things you shouldn't say online, we have to talk about Scarface Woods, or AKA GloRilla, as they call her on the internet. So
they were sisters.
Mm-hmm. So last week, Victoria Scarface Woods publicly accused GloRilla of abandoning her family financially. She claims that their mother still works at FedEx.
Shout out to FedEx.
Which, yeah, good benefits.
That's a good job.
I mean, why would you? But she claims she paid $1,800 of her mom's $2,400 rent, and that GloRilla blocked their mom. And then she went to TMZ, presumably for a check, and said GloRilla is obligated to share the wealth after they struggled together. And then when asked how much would fix it, she said $2,500 per family member, and it's 10 siblings.
It's a lot of kids.
And GloRilla responded initially with text shots from their mom thanking her financial support. And she actually said that other siblings defended Glo, claimed she gave her mom $500K, bought her mom a Benz, put the family in houses and cars. Oh. The siblings have accused Scarface of repeatedly robbing the family. And then GloRilla actually on Monday went on, I believe it was Monday, but it was very recent, went on Facebook Live, which y'all talk about Facebook, but the hood is on Facebook.
The hood is on Facebook.
Like a lot of my high school, they're on Facebook actively. They're not 3 weeks behind the news. Yes. They are bringing the news.
Talking about all the MAGA.
Yes, they are airing out their families, their exes, their
arguing,
husbands, their wives.
cussing.
People get shot on Facebook Live. There's a lot happening there. So while on Facebook Live, GloRilla called her mom and dad. First, she called the dad, where the dad was adamant that she take care of her And then the dad was like, y'all need to get back together. Should I ask you all that? Do this. And she got him off lovingly. Then called the mom. And mom was like, she go to FedEx only for like 2-3 hours a week. Maybe even to keep her benefits. I don't know.
Yes. Or she's semi-retired, but still wants to have some sort of out of the house job. That's understandable.
So, but apparently this sister has pulled out a gun on Glo.
Oh.
So she tried to set her up. Do all types of stuff.
Okay. So she's the problem.
Yes. So this is, people been arguing online about, what is it called? I should know this. Did they say the black tax? It was some shit nigga said. Yes, the black tax. Yes.
Why is it? Why?
I don't know why it's a black tax, but it feels like I did see that term. That's like if when
like the actual black tax.
The actual black tax.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
My thought is, girl, shut up. Like, I mean, but it's okay. First, I saw someone say that said you can never trust a stud who developed after high school, which shout out to studs. I don't know if that's
Didn't
true.
Glo say how you a stud, but you've had 3 abortions?
Did she say that?
I saw that somewhere, allegedly.
Although, I mean, gay rights, but
yes,
plenty of studs get pregnant, have abortions.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go there, but
yeah, I saw Glo said that.
But I did see some like old hairstyle that Victoria had, and it gave like you didn't used to be a stud.
Okay.
Okay.
She was working her way,
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge her stud though.
To the side,
but I will judge her being trifling. First of all, you are selling out your family for $2,500.
At least put like one other zero.
Trump's America it's rough out here.
Yep.
I know the economy is what it is, but I'm not going on I'm not going on the internet airing out my family for $2,500, especially if she rich.
Yeah.
If you that much of a like user, you obviously are bad at it.
Yeah.
Also, the mom is fine. Apparently, the mom even be like, "Girl, over there."
Yeah.
So the whole family don't mess with her.
Yeah. Scar is the problem. Scar.
Also, another
Scar.
Another Scar.
That's great. My mom once called me Scar, so I can kind of relate.
Why did she call you Scar?
I don't know. We were beefing and she was like, she was just like, shut up, Scar. We were going to my wedding appointment. We were going to try on my wedding dress. And I need my friend Chris to be here because he knows this story. But she was saying something about me and calling me a narcissist. And it was actually on Potomac. There's like a clip of her being like, you're the brat, you're the narcissist, you're the da-da-da-da-da. And this was before that. And whatever I said, child, I'm Scar in the story, child. I am pushing Mufasa to his death.
No, Mama, that cut deep. Not Scar.
That's me. So yes, she's just playing her role in the family. It's a Scar in every family.
Well, I did see that Facebook Live. I didn't watch all of it, but Glo was like, I'm not fucking with her no more, and I don't blame her.
I mean, yeah. Well, when you have 10 siblings, you're going to have a problem child. Like when you have that big of a family, it's going to be one. What I did not agree with, I didn't agree with a lot of it, but one thing that Scar said that I was like, is that Glo is obligated to help the family because they came up together. And I have to disagree respectfully. I feel like, yes, if I feel the obligation, sure. But how do we know? Because before all this came out about the mom and the dad being cool with GloRilla, how do we know that the mom wasn't out here calling GloRilla Scar and yelling at her and carrying on and acting like a fool? Like if you're not in a good place with people in your family and they're causing you strife and they're bringing more, darkness over your doorstep, yeah, I have every right to take my money and go live in Calabasas.
I will say first and foremost, I don't like when people pocket watch and count other people's money. GloRilla seems like she's doing really well, but she's also a music artist in this century.
Yes.
So, and she signed to, I don't know how the splits go, but as many hits as she got, the streaming era doesn't pay like it don't used pay. To. She tours, but she just started touring. So I don't know how much money she got.
Well, she has a little something or somebody got a little something because that face, that's a new face.
That is a new face.
My God, today. And it's a good face.
It is because
she looks great.
Because, it can be touchy when black people touch the nose.
And
but
it scares me. Hers frightened me.
She kept the black in her nose.
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Because not people lose their Negro nostrils. She kept hers, so that is something.
There's like a certain type of nose that everybody that has a bad ethnic nose job gets, and it's like the Michael Jackson nose.
Yeah.
And I know Michael, had said that he had a lot of septum issues and a lot of like breathing issues, and he had to keep getting it done to overcorrect.
Michael said a lot.
He said a lot of things. Shout out to Michael. But that's the nose that we don't want. And I do appreciate wherever she went that it's a good looking nose.
I'm glad she didn't go from Joe Jackson to Kris Jenner like Michael Jackson. I said the thing about the obligation, like if I'm GloRilla, if I'm doing well, if I'm making money from touring, all that stuff, if I'm in the space to want to help my family,
yes,
I'm gonna help them.
Right.
The obligation part is a lot on it, and the dollar amount is real.
Yes.
Honestly though, if she clearly, allegedly she tried to rob her sister at gunpoint. So this is an entitled person.
That is crazy.
And $2,500 alone, I'm like,
did she rob her? Like,
she said they pulled a gun out on her or something and tried.
So she knew that it was her. She didn't try to rob her and pretend to be somebody else. Like she pulled up
the way Glo
with her
said
face
it,
out.
like she had her gun out. She from St. Louis, right?
Memphis.
Yes. I'm sorry, Memphis.
Oh
yeah, she is from Memphis. Yes, she's from Memphis. I know better. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
This is all Memphis coded.
Yes. Okay.
This tracks.
Yeah.
This is like 3 6 Mafia if they family didn't make it.
Okay. Well, Scar, you just need to go to therapy, beloved. Just go sit on somebody's couch.
She can't afford therapy.
Go BetterHelp. That you can get it for like $100. And they didn't pay me
and they're not
to
even
say
a sponsor.
That.
Like
they didn't pay me to say that. But you can get you a nice go see a nice lady, a man. You can pick who you want. It could be a white lady, a black, whoever you need. And you need to sit on the couch and let them help you iron it out.
And also ask your mom for a referral to FedEx.
Boom! You got a job. She can have a job.
A good job.
Yes. Drive the truck. Don't steal off the truck though, since you be stealing.
Do deliveries. They pay well.
Yes, and you get your benefits and you don't have to ask for $2,500 from your sister.
The way things go, sometimes I might need sometimes I'm like, do I just need to become an electrician and get some woman pregnant? I don't, it's rough out in this account. You never know. But I'm not sitting here with my hand out talking about, give me $2,500, I'm going to call TMZ.
Or with your gun out.
The gun is crazy.
Yeah.
And Glo says and normally I would like to think, don't cut off your family, but shit like that makes me think of Aunt Terry, fuck the family.
Fuck the family! The family fuck my husband!
Now I will say I've been personally, I like GloRilla's music, but I've been over her a little bit because I don't like the Megan shade and cosplay she's been doing.
What is happening?
Well, they not getting along.
Why?
She take I don't know. She take little shots at Meg. And also she went to Japan recently and was looking like Harajuku Meg, and I found it weird. I don't know. I like their relationship, but I blame Glo just because I'm biased to Meg.
Were they co-hosting a podcast or was somebody a guest?
Some interview I remember it was like some Apple thing.
Okay.
But they just collabed a lot. They had great chemistry.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Giggling.
But no, it was Glo posted one time on her story a Tory Lanez song. So she was
intentionally.
Yes. And she was doing a little stuff like that. And now they just don't apparently fuck with each other.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't fuck with you either.
And Meg is happy and not having family members blast her on TMZ. I'm going to just point that out.
Well,
but Glo, I'm with you on this one.
Just go to therapy, Scar.
Now,
Amen.
Are we going to proceed to the darkest family story portion? That's not funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's
insane.
You almost have to laugh to keep from rocking back and forth.
Because as you put it, who
steals an 84-year-old white lady?
That's why I laugh. Sorry, y'all.
Why? What are you gonna do with her? What is she gonna? Is she gonna make you cookies? Is she making biscuits? Are you holding her against her will for some biscuits? Go to Popeyes? What are we doing? My flabbers are so gasted by this story.
Yes. So, for those that have been under a rock,
you have to be under a rock,
guarding your space and not watching the news.
Yeah.
The first of the month, 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, mother of today's show anchor Savannah Guthrie, was reported missing from Tucson, Arizona after not showing up at church. She was last seen the day before at 9:48 when family dropped her off after dinner and games. Oh my God, this sounds like a sitcom going wrong.
No, it's a Lifetime movie.
The doorbell disconnected at 1:47 a.m.
That's a clue.
Her pacemaker showed the phone disconnected less than an hour later, about 30 minutes later. Authorities believe she was abducted in her sleep. Blood was found on the porch and matched her DNA. There have been multiple ransom notes sent to media outlets, including TMZ, demanding $6 million in Bitcoin by February 9th
at 5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. And over the weekend, Savannah and her siblings posted this video, which they just looked so... I mean, I took it as they are using the language they probably were instructed to use, but this the despair in their faces and her voice was so when she said, "We receive your message and we understand, we will pay." It's bad. It just obviously Savannah withdrew from the 26 Winter Olympics. I don't know this. I just hope their mom is alive, but it's really surreal.
Who is kidnapping white ladies in this year of our Lord? In 2026.
I don't have any faith in the Cash Patel-led FBI. Although I did see Trump said that.
What did he say?
Something to the effect of like, we'll get some update, including a solution, but that could mean anything with him. It's like marbles and McDonald's leftovers in his brain, so I don't know.
Just nothing but air. So did you also see that they're investigating the brother-in-law?
I did see that. I wasn't sure if it was... Okay, so they were looking at him.
I don't know, like, the nitty-gritty of it, but I will say, and I've seen people online saying this, when I saw the first press conference that they did, and it was the brother, the sister, and Savannah. And Savannah's obviously like the Diana Ross of the family. So she was in the middle. She was doing leading the charge. And she was reading from a script, and then her sister read. And even in that moment, this was before there was any speculation on the sister, I was like, that sister ain't right. Something was just off with the sister. But then I chalked it up to, everybody grieves differently. They're clearly grieving whatever is happening with their mother. And maybe this is just how she is grieving. But it just always, and even when she was reading, just the way she was reading her script, like when she was reading her script, Savannah was like breaking down, crying. Yeah. So it was weird to me. It was just strange. But what do you gain by kidnapping your mother? Like, what are you looking to get? Are they like having financial issues? Are they trying to like get money from Savannah?
Is she estranged from this husband, or?
No, I think they're married. What
is $6 million in Bitcoin? I know Bitcoin went down recently, but $6 million in Bitcoin sounds like, isn't that like?
That's not a lot.
Somebody rich do the math at
home.
Do
math, because I don't know.
$6 million in Bitcoin is a lot of money.
It is a lot.
Dollars.
But one Bitcoin is what, 100 and something thousand.
That went down a little bit, but it's still like 76. Some shit. It's high. Like Bitcoin has been having some tumbling recently, the crypto market, but it's still an obscene amount of money. Mm-hmm. So $6 million in Bitcoin is like a shit ton of money.
But also, is that smart to do an electronic if I was, just in the business of snatching white people off the street?
Well, if you want to do ransoms, probably Bitcoin.
You do but don't you want cash so it's not traceable?
I think that Bitcoin is less traceable. Oh, not to encourage the true crime of it all,
right? But don't go committing crimes and come back and say undomesticated. We didn't tell you to do shit.
As long as you don't lose your hard drive and you be SOL like that, I forgot that.
But what is it called? The digital footprint. Like when they withdraw the money or move the money, can't they be tracked?
It's my understanding. It's really hard. I mean, the reason why Bitcoin is so popular is because it's so difficult to trace. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, because of those Epstein files, it started for the sake of doing some terrible
shady stuff,
moving some people around. So
okay, so that makes sense then.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I just
give her back. Put
get that
Nancy
lady back.
This is it does not feel real. It feels like, I said this earlier, it feels like we're watching like the Bronco. We're watching OJ and them chasing a Bronco down the highway at high rates of speed.
It's also I feel awful for her. Like, to be honest, you get to be 84 years old. That is not that many people get to ever be that old
and still be, able-bodied. She was going to church. Yeah. She was out late.
She does have a hard time moving around, so that makes it even worse.
She doesn't have her medication that she needs daily, and it's been at this point 10 days or like 10 or 11 days at this point.
Literally praying the best, because that would be such a tragic end to a life, and that losing a parent alone is difficult, but to lose somebody potentially in that way. And even if once you get her back, that's still a lot of stuff to carry.
Yes.
I haven't watched the Today Show in a while, but Savannah's always been like a nice anchor. She's good at her job. Very pleasant.
Happy-go-lucky.
She loves the Lord.
She loves the Lord. Yes. She's like what's the lady's name? The lady from Lamb Chop.
Oh, yes.
She's like her. Just like bipping along.
If there's any white sympathy I have in Black History Month, it is definitely
it is her
family.
Yes. We hope that she is found and that she is alive and well, and
to quote Wendy Williams, when it comes to her captors, death to all of them.
Not the Wendy, and rest in peace to Wendy's father, who just he just passed, 94. He just passed. So that I just saw that. It's a lot going on.
So, and he gets to go back with his
wife. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know he died. That was a nice man.
Yes, the sweetest. And they both loved Wendy, but I feel like her and her dad had like a special.
You could tell.
Yeah, a special thing. So it's gray out here.
Free Mama Nancy, free Wendy.
Let her out. Put her back in her house. Y'all should be embarrassed.
All right, we are back with the angriest portion of the segment. We're going to talk about Traitors and Candiace's elimination. I don't want to speak for all Black America, but for most of us, I would think that the season is over. Last week was my season finale. I'm biased, obviously, towards you, but all the Black people are gone.
All the Blacks are gone.
So first, I want to just say celebrate you, because I think you did a fantastic job on the show. You have gone the distance. You have turned that shit. You've played a great game. You were amazing television, very funny. Thanks. The looks, the confessionals. I was sad we got a triangle in this instance.
But I was proud of me. I got to the end before I pulled one out. Yeah.
I did not love how it went down. And I did laugh, though, that you said you wanted to cuss Rob into next Thursday and you withheld. So I want to celebrate all of that knowledge, but let's just take me back. Take us all back. Now, let's go.
You know, it's crazy. It feels now like last week's episode happened like a month ago.
Right.
And I was obviously dreading the episode because I obviously knew what happened. And I'm watching the episodes with all of you. So I was sitting there watching it at 9:00 on Thursday or 8:00, 9:00 with everybody else. But I also felt watching it, I felt as good as I did when I actually was leaving the castle. I don't want to say a whole lot because we're getting ready to tape the reunion.
Yes.
And I want to reserve a lot of my comment.
Okay, so
for the reunion.
I'll try to ask. I don't necessarily, I mean, I guess so, but there's the critique, we were a little bit before, but the critique is that you set yourself up for this with your vote for Rob last week.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something easier to say if you are watching at home week after week. Do you think it really set you up in that way, or
not
I think
all.
Rob set you up.
Yeah. So my dad's a physician, and he works in an ER, and he deals with people all day, every day. And he would always come home and tell me, Candiace, people are stupid. People are dumb. And I would say, no, everybody's smart. No, a lot of people don't watch to understand. They watch to judge and respond. That's and, throw popcorn at the TV.
Yes.
And, talk shit in their group chats. But they don't want the facts.
Yeah.
So when the facts are like being laid out and like smacking you in the face, you don't want those facts. But I'm gonna give them to you anyway, okay? The notion that, number one, I was protecting Lisa. I love Lisa. Me and Lisa was cool in the castle. We're cool now. I was not protecting Lisa. I was protecting my black ass, okay? Like, and I'm going to save my example for the reunion. But when Rob and Lisa and I go to breakfast that first morning after he votes for Lisa, and we're all like, WTF, Rob, what are you doing? And he apologized. He was like, I'm sorry. I was in the moment. And we were like, okay, well, don't do that shit again.
Right.
And he was like, okay. And then that same night,
he literally did that shit again
with a twinkle in his eye.
Yes.
And he not only did it again, he led the charge against Lisa when he could have just sat there and wrote her name down. So I want you to put yourself under my wig, okay? And imagine you are me in this situation, and you have just watched betrayal, okay? You've watched Scar come in and push Mufasa off the side of the mountain, and you standing right there. Are you that naive to think, oh, he's not gonna do the same thing to me? No, you're gonna say, oh shit, mutiny is afoot. Let me get my shit to go.
Right.
Let me figure out my plan of attack here, because clearly if he will look one of his own in the face and say, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, and then do that shit again 24 hours later, it's like, yeah, this is over. The band is broken up, and it's time to, proverbially crack skulls.
And when he didn't tell you, when he lied to you about the Colton situation, it was so frustrating. That was like that, because that's why I asked about that critique, because I'm like, well, it wouldn't have mattered if you brought up Robin, because honestly, he was going to throw you under the bus. It was coming.
I believe that this was always his plan.
Yeah. He's very cunning.
Yes, or something.
I'll let you say at the reunion. I can't wait.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? I like Kristen.
I love Kristen. Yeah.
A joy to watch. However, after they voted you out, and we'll get to, I just want to jump to this. After they banished you, and she goes, and she says, all she left us, she didn't leave us with anything except Rob. That sweet man. Oh, not that sweet man. I said, oh, we back to this. It is hard not to like watch because all the black people are gone. It's just so hard not to see the obvious biases. Obviously, it's a game, blah, 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 blah. Everything in life, usually in America, is influenced in some way by like race and unconscious and all these biases. So it just was very, Rob is so sweet. It couldn't possibly be him. I was like, are y'all out of y'all fucking mind? He is literally a snake.
They're tattooed on his
Also,
arms.
I didn't watch Love Island, but I had heard the reputation.
Yes. Well, yes, a lot of people.
Also, he just knew how to charm people because he just knows he can. That's what I meant by cunning. I'm like, beyond him correcting Michael Rappaport's grammar and use of incorrect words, you could tell he's very observant. Absolutely. You could also tell he obviously knows how to wrap people around his finger based on how he looks.
I don't think that they knew that, though.
They didn't know that. I'm pretty sure.
I peeped it immediately. From the moment we got in the Rovers, we drove up to the castle, we get out. and we're all standing around, and we're all looking to see who's here. As soon as I looked, and I didn't know him from a can of paint.
Yeah.
I'd never seen him before. I looked at him and I immediately was like,
Right.
So, and part of me also feels like sometimes I, like, in hindsight, wonder if I would have been better suited as a faithful in that regard, because I was on to him from the beginning. And I also picked Lisa out of the lineup. And before I knew she was a traitor, and I had to kind of like walk that back, I picked Lisa as a traitor. So I wonder if my services would have been better used on the other side. I don't regret being a traitor. I would be a traitor in my lifetime. It was so much fun. But he was, to me, always suspicious in the game.
I can see that. It's just fascinating to me that they couldn't, but that's not surprising. Now, I wanted to, when you were at the table and you threw Tara's name out randomly, she was like, oh.
Okay, but I didn't throw.
Well, it came up randomly.
Yes.
How it looked.
They asked me a question, and who you hear that from? I heard it from Tara. I mean, and then she was like, you threw out my name. Girl, I didn't throw out your name. I was answering a question.
She's a sweetheart. You could tell she was not used to coming up at the round table.
She was out of her element the whole time. She was very much like, always just like clutching the chair, like, oh my God. She reminded me a lot of, oh, God rest her soul as well, Diane Keaton in First Wives Club.
Oh.
Frantic and and everything. That is my favorite movie. I had no business as a 10-year-old sitting on Friday night watching
movie.
You Don't Own Me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. You don't own me. Don't tell me that ba 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 ba. That was my song. That's a great movie.
She does give that energy.
Yeah,
Johnny was her
frantic,
security blanket
for sure, and mine. I love Johnny.
Johnny did not want to vote for you, but
no.
he was like, damn, not her.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did love y'all body roll moment.
Roll your body.
Yes.
Yes. No, but I love that they showed that, because
like,
that was us.
Key.
That was us the whole time, because that was my partner at the table. So we were cutting up like that the entire time. Yeah.
I like Johnny. That was funny. I was like, oh, we should have got more of that.
Yes.
Because at first it was just like, he didn't want to be outside, and I felt him, but that's all we got.
Yeah. Poor Johnny. Yeah, his that sad mission where he spent the whole time looking for the skulls. Whole thing.
Yeah, but I do feel a way about all the Black people being gone.
And I'm ready for, well, I'll say this. I know that Monet Exchange, who we're going to get on the show. We're trying to get Monet on the show. I know that Monet is going to cuss me out, because she has been cussing me out on Twitter from having her murdered. And it was the most painful murder that I had to do. But I was loyal to the soil, and the soil was the traitors.
Now, going into the reunion, you do have one person you want to cuss out. Are there any other people who might get some cussing outs, or?
Oh, very possibly, yes.
Okay.
Very, very possibly, yes. Yeah. It's looking good for perhaps one or two more.
And this is your first reunion in how many years?
2. Yeah. 2 and a half. Yeah. But it's like riding a bike. You get back on it, and it's like, this is the Super Bowl. You get your helmet, you stretch a little bit, and this is not at all even close to the intensity of a Housewives reunion. So this is gonna be light work, but fun. And also, I'm excited. Like, all the like drama and wanting to cuss people out aside, I've not seen most of the cast since we all left the castle at our individual times.
I imagine you like forged a bond with a lot of.
We are trauma bonded, and we all talk. There are different group chats, and then we talk individually. We talk on socials, but it'll be just nice to all be back in the same room and reminisce. And I know that Andy's gonna do a great job of like taking us back and rolling different packages, talking about the things that were happening. I'm excited to see like behind the scenes, like never before seen footage that I'm sure they will have. Because I don't know if people know, but like there are cameras all over that castle. They are capturing everything. Like even when the big cameras are down, like they're seeing everything. So I would love to see like if there's any like crazy behind the scenes footage of, more roll your body moments.
Yes.
With the cast.
I want to see Tiffany check Colton and Eric.
Oh, it's going to be real good.
Speaking of Eric, he just knew it was Johnny's handwriting.
Just knew it. Like he knew.
Eric, you got a lot of faith in your senses to be wrong. The magical ears, you can't read people's handwriting.
This is confidence that we all should aspire to have.
And the way he was so shocked that it was Rob.
It's so dumb to me. Like, I want to spit.
Yes, I'm curious to see Dorinda and Ron's exchange.
Oh, that I'm afraid of. I'm scared.
I'm afraid for Colton as well.
Yeah. I think Colton will be fine. I think Colton will pivot. And he's gonna be spicy in the mouth and try to, well, I don't know. I think with Tiffany, he'll let Tiffany get to him a little bit, like chew him up a little bit. Because I think Colton recognizes that maybe he played it a little too far to the left.
Oh, and Portia.
I forgot about damn Portia.
I did too, because she left so early.
Yes.
I'm curious to see how y'all will be on camera.
There are some things to discuss.
Yes.
With my Bravo sister.
Yes, because they look pleasant in the photo.
Well, yeah, we know how to,
Yes, we'll see.
We know how to turn it on and turn it off.
Maybe peace. We'll see.
Yes. Andy, as our resident boss of sorts, is going to try to broker some kind of peace between us.
Yes.
I
you
believe.
and Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were fantastic. The show is over for me.
I thank you. One of the reasons that I felt like this might be a good idea was, one, because it was a challenge for me. It was a huge challenge for me in a lot of ways. But two, because I did want to introduce myself to a different audience.
Yeah.
And have, a whole other swath of people get to know me.
Yes, my book agent loves you. He recently told me that, yes. Because he did not know, he don't watch Housewives.
Yes. And I that's what I was banking on.
Yes, he never knew I was talking about in my books, but he is a big fan of Candiace now.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, shout out to your book agent. Yes. Yeah. So, and I feel like I accomplished that. And I had so much fun. Like I would play this game every year because it was so much fun. And people have Traitors parties. People post and they tag me, and I would totally do that. It's just so fun.
So are they really doing an All-Stars version of this? Is that true?
So Andy said on his podcast I saw recently that that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was kind of offended because the cast that they named did not include yours truly. And I said, now wait a damn minute.
Exactly. I know that's why I would think they would have you back.
Yes, if and when they do an All-Stars, if they don't call me, I'm showing up. I'm just going to crash wherever they are.
Well, I'm over you not winning, but you definitely won overall where it counts, because you really did turn it. You are the breakout of this season.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm assuming you cussing out Rob, but I will just wait until the reunion airs. But I guess the last little thing, has the online back and forth stopped with you two?
I think we have put our thumbs away.
Because I will say, I didn't like in my last thing, he was like, "You're being emotional."
Did he say that? He said
at some point, was it emotional?
No, he said, it's just a game.
That's
Candiace.
yes, it's just a game, yes.
Which, to my response was, this is gaslighting. And he did the same thing in the castle. Like our showdown conversation that everybody's like, oh, this was a great moment. It was like, so you don't trust me. What do you mean? You literally played in my face. No, I don't trust. It was that. So that it took me back there when he was like, it's just a game. Okay, yeah, it's a game, but I will also gamely cuss you out.
I am so curious to see how he carries at the reunion.
Me too. Me too. Because, it's just a game, but the reunion is an extension of the show. So how are you coming? Are you coming like with this calm, I don't want to be in the drama energy? Or are you going to do what you were doing on the show, which is like, behind the scenes being the Wizard of Oz, like pulling all the strings and making everything shake? Like which one is going to show up is what I would want to know.
Yes, and
Child.
I hope you're sitting next to Lisa Rinna. That's my final thought.
I'm curious about the seating chart. I have not asked anyone because usually I'm like, what y'all think about the seating chart? But I want to be surprised. But because I know they usually do 2 rows. They do like a bottom, like a couch, and then like bench stools. So yeah, I want to see like what the setup is.
And how many episodes are left? 2?
There are. When this airs, we'll be at 9, 10, 3. Okay. 9, 10, and 11. And when you get 11, you will also get the reunion.
All right, so, I'll see them for 11, but...
Yeah. Well, 12. Yeah. 11/12 will come together. So 9 and 10 will be singles. So you have 2 weeks of singles. And then 11 and 12 will be together at the end of the month.
Yeah, well, I'm not rooting for anybody now, all the black people going. So, on that note, it's time for Nobody Ask Me. You ready?
I'm ready. Ladies first today?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Nobody asked me, but does anybody else feel like Hilary Duff has been looking like a light-skinned black lady lately? Every time I see her, you're laughing because I'm right. Every time I have seen her on Instagram lately, I'm like, who is this pretty light-skinned black girl? I've never seen her before. And I was like, oh my God, that's Hilary Duff. Like, I want to do her DNA because whatever she's done to her face, and I don't think she's like trying to like blackface it. I just think that she is like living in her best light-skinned black woman.
I knew she was on tour. I gotta go look more intently.
She looks so good. Like she's tan, and whatever it is with her bone structure, I want to say she's had some things done, and whatever she did is giving ancestral. It's giving the diaspora. And I'm not mad because I feel like we like Hilary. I feel like the black delegation,
Hilary Duff cool.
We like Hilary. Like she, if we were still doing the cookout, I think we stopped the cookout. If we were still doing the cookout, she would be invited. Like she's chill. We love. What's the show? What was her show? I used to watch it. Lizzie McGuire.
Yes, sorry.
I used to love Lizzie McGuire. I loved that show. And I just thought she's always been unproblematic. She went and had her babies, got married, had her babies. She's coming back. She's singing Let the Rain Fall Down. And she's doing her dance, that famous dance she did on the Today Show.
You said light-skinned black woman.
Yes. So whatever you're doing, keep it up. You look good.
Nobody asked me, but we should talk about Naomi Campbell. Now, a couple years ago, when them Epstein file logs came out, I noticed she turned her comments off that summer because everybody was like, girl, why were you on that plane? And with the recent release of files, a lot of us are now asking, girl, why were you asking to get on that plane in like 2018?
Yeah.
In 2010, after he had already had that case, you were inviting him to Dolce & Gabbana events, which, of course, you were a Dolce & Gabbana event. That's another issue. Nobody asked me, but they racist, but people keep wearing. But okay. But no, it's a lot of emails of Nene, like, reaching out to Epstein, begging for a plane, facilitating introductions. Yeah. She might be litigious, so I'm gonna watch my words, but
allegedly.
It's allegedly, the word madam has been thrown around. And while Tyra Banks was really goofy on that talk show for trying to get you to remember some stuff that you couldn't recall, and I'll never forget that because Tyra's doing the most, and she gonna get her day too for something else.
Coming with
yes.
The documentary.
But Naomi, explain to me what's up with you on that plane, because you can't turn off your comments but for so long. And it's a lot of rumors out there about you. And from my understanding, they moved a lot of those underage girls through modeling agencies. And the one you were signing to, the 80s, that man had some funny cases. So Naomi, ageless beauty, supermodel. I'll never forget you from Remember the Time. Oh, Keep It in the Closet. That's what it was. She was going off. But what were you doing on that plane, love? Bill and Hilary got to answer for that stuff, but you do too. So nobody asked me, but like, tell me why you was on that Epstein plane.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a party I wouldn't want to go to. All right, I'm done. But Nene solved the problem.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I think we might have to throw her away.
We don't know yet.
She was on that plane. Why?
But
in
do we
2018,
know? We know for sure.
She was on the flight logs. We know she was on the plane. And she don't talk about it. Except she said something about standing with the victims 5 years ago. Were you standing tall? Because I don't know. Before she died, Virginia Guilford, or I forgot, rest her soul, posted and was like, you all saw me. And it was pictures of her with Ghislaine and Elon and Naomi and various pictures in the background with her looking like 13, 12. And she had on the thing, hashtag Naomi Campbell with the rest of them. So Naomi, I'm just saying.
I feel my wig sliding back. So.
And obviously, before all the, burn all the rich white men too. But I want to know why Nene was a part of that crime, allegedly. I love this adjustment.
Stay now. All right. Well, on that note.
Yes.
Appropriately. See, I'm stuttering, but we need to make sure that our group chats are private in this instance. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a time. Make sure you tune in. Well, if you're still watching Traitors, tune in Thursdays at 9. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and you want to be there for that. So get your pieces in. Let us know what you think. Also, stream my new single.
Yes.
If Only. It is out now on all platforms.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you for your
she sounds good.
Celebrating
Video's
the song.
Coming out this
Video
week.
is also dropping soon on YouTube and all the places. So, yes, because what did we just say? The streams don't pay. So stream the song, please. Respectfully, I'm begging. Okay, tell people I'm asking to stream the song. Stream and download. Thank you.
The scars in your life are asking for $2,500.
The scars are out here running amok. Okay, stream. If only. Okay, if only for me. Thank you. Anywho, may your life be soft. May your boundaries be strong. And listen, may your group chats stay private. See you next time on Undomesticated.
Bye, y'all.
Undomesticated is presented by Odyssey and Agenda Management and Production. Our executive producers are Brandon Sharp from Agenda Management and Production and Corinne Gilliard-Fisher. Our executive producer from Odyssey is Leah Reese-Dennis. Miguel Contreras is our senior producer. Michael Arsenault and Candiace Dillard Bassett are our producers. Sound design, video production, and engineering by Miguel Contreras. Booking by Jillian McEwen. Original music by Candiace Dillard Bassett, Nairi Davidson, and Donald Hazel Sales. Special thanks to Nairi Davidson, Maura Curran, Josefina Francis, Hilary Schuff, Eric Donnelly, Kate Hutchinson Rose, Lauren Lombardi, David Gannon, Kurt Courtney, and Lauren Vieira.
It's a lot of names.